Hey guys, this is Tilly and welcome to Let's Play Skyrim Recording Session 8. So before we head on, continuing with the mage quest line, there was one or two things that I wanted to do. First off, it was pointed out that this mask is a light armor mask and it's way better than the helmet I'm currently wearing. My current helmet is this one here, 8% faster regen on my magicka, but it's only got 14 armor. This one here is 24, so that's 10 better armor. And although the magic on it isn't as great, the armor bonus is quite good alone. So I'm gonna switch to that, as well as it gives me more lockpicking, which means now if I find better bracers, I wouldn't feel so bad about switching them out. But at the moment, I'm currently walking around with 50% easier lockpicking at all times. So locks beware. Also, there was a comment pointing out that throw voice isn't that great. I can't say for sure because I haven't used it, but what I was originally thinking of when I said that is that at work I made a at-work character, so sometimes I show up to work early to get stuff done, but if I'm ahead of time, sometimes I just play games. So I started a character at work where I'm basically just following the footsteps of this character for the most part, not trying to, spoil anything for myself. So anywhere I've been, I just do the same thing with that character, but a very different playstyle. That character is very much, he's not even that sneaky. Pretty much all I did with him so far is I got my pickpocketing up to 100 by cheating, really, by sneaking up behind people, being hidden, quick saving, and then if they catch me, quick loading, and basically stealing up until I had 100 pickpocketing. But the reason why I said throw voice sounds interesting was really for that character. I was thinking about my work character, and I was like, oh man, that'd be really good for him, because I scaled pickpocketing to 100 and didn't put any other points up. I just went all pickpocketing just to see what it was like. That character I think is actually level 20, and in combat the only way that he can win, because monsters tend to scale slightly with you and he has no combat skills whatsoever, like with one-handed or armor or anything, the only way he can actually pull off combat is to sneak up behind an enemy, then pickpocket all their armor and weapons so they're completely disarmed, and then smack them around with his weapons, and even then they kind of put up a good punch fight. He's an interesting character, extremely slow to play, and very boring, and that's why he's an at-work character and not for recording. Basically opposite of this character. Rant a little bit there, but yeah, the throw voice I thought would be interesting for that type of character, because if there's ever two people in the same spot, I obviously can't pickpocket from both of them and get all their armor down, and that gives me a lot of difficulty with that type of playstyle. So I was thinking that throw voice would be good to separate them in order to pickpocket from one, take all the armor, kill that one person, then go pickpocket from the other, take all their armor and weapons and kill the other. Small rant there, got that out of the way. Moving on. So mage storyline. I might show that character at some point. I just being like, hey, look, here's this different type of playstyle, which I don't think is very good. But yeah, just bringing it up. Anyways, this guy.
It is good to meet you in person.
What's going on? What happened to everyone?
I'd simply like to talk to you.
Oh, you
I've
removed
given us
everyone.
a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
If this is dangerous, then why don't you do something about it?
I'm afraid it's not that simple. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thormore associate. Nevertheless, my Order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
So what exactly is the problem?
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided.
What do you expect from me then?
We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours.
Where can I find him?
I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say something?
Okay. I think that's it. So now I have to go find this other person. No, that's not the... There's no arrow. Okay. Maybe talk to this guy?
What is the meaning?
A monk from the Sijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow.
What did the Sijic want?
Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed.
Okay, have you heard of this person?
Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject.
Okay, I think I know who I need to go talk to. Oh, an arrow has popped up now. When I left the Hall of Elements, all of a sudden I could see this location. Oh, he's in my room?
Good. It's always in... Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you?
Where is the Midden?
Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful.
Okay. So he's told me about some location that I can get to, I guess? Will it now show up on my map? Yes, it looks like it's over here. Ah, alright. Well, before I head down there, though, I did want to check back at a couple locations. I've cleared that one. Specifically, this one here I know I want to go back to, because there was a bow that I missed, and also there was a staff that I missed. So I want to go back and see if the bodies of the enemies that I fought here, the bosses, are still around, and if they are, if I can still get those items. Yes, this one is still here, and we can take the bow, and I'm over encumbered now. Awesome. Weapons, that's worth a lot. I really shouldn't drop it. I can drop the dwarven armor though. That weighs a ridiculous amount, and it's not worth carrying around. So then let's go see if I can find that staff now.
Hey!
And this corpse is still here, and... Wait. Oh, here's the staff that people were talking about? Yeah, I completely missed that. And some gold. Not missing anything else this time? No? And what exactly is this staff that I missed? Target takes 25 points of damage and twice as much magicka damage. So good for dealing with mages. Not really amazing. Not in my mind anyways. I don't really feel like doing damage to the magicka. I'd rather just do flat damage and kill people that way. More of the direct route. I might put it in the chest though. I don't think I'll sell it. Alright, now I have to go deal with over encumbrance, so go sell and put stuff away.